Hello and welcome. This is Patrick from the Xyna team. This tutorial will cover the use of templates in the process modeler. A template can be used to create a text output using literals as well as variable values. While this can also be achieved with a mapping, a template is better suited for long or complex text outputs. To demonstrate this, we're going to use a template to dynamically create a text describing a carpool. In the process modeler, we can add different steps that are needed for a template, which can be found over here. Firstly, a begin document step is required. Using that, we can determine what document type we want to create. In this case, it's just a simple text output. After that, one or multiple template steps can follow to add text to a document that is created by the workflow. We start with one template step that adds a descriptive text. After that, we want to add information about every vehicle in the carpool. To that end, we are using the workflow getAllVehicles from the previous tutorials. It gives us a list of vehicles. Now we add another template step and simply drag variables into it to add their content to the document. We make it single, causing Xyna to loop over the template step for every vehicle from the list. We can add a mixture of string literals and variables. To terminate the document, we need an end document step, which will output the created document. Let's make the workflow return it and run a test. Here's the result containing the desired information. However, it's a little hard to read because everything's in one line. Xyna adds the content to the template steps but doesn't automatically insert line breaks because you might want to build a single line using multiple template steps. In our case, we need to add them to the template in the appropriate places. Now it looks much better. Between a begin document and an end document, we can also add text in sub-workflows. Let's insert one that creates additional statistics about the carpool. There's no need to add the document as an input or output to the sub-workflow. We add information about the cheapest vehicles in the carpool and put line breaks in appropriate places. For that purpose, we can use the workflow find vehicles from the previous tutorials. The workflow returns a list that the template can automatically iterate over as shown before. We can test it via the calling workflow. Looks good so far. There's another existing workflow that helps us to get additional statistics. Get vehicle to refill first, which returns the one with the longest refill time. We add the result to the document using another template step. Now we get a summary about our carpool as a text. This is only one of many scenarios where templates can be helpful. Another common use case would be creating a shell script or an XML file. You can enter the fixed parts as text, defining the structure of the document. The dynamically determined data comes from variables that you put in the proper places, like in an XML attribute or between two XML tags. Here we can see how data about the carpool can be written into an XML file. Now it's your turn to experiment with templates. Enjoy and feel free to contact us when you have further questions.